Hey everybody, welcome to Slash Bash, where today I am bringing you another Choosing Beggar Reddit video. If you're new to the channel, then subscribe and click on notifications so you don't miss out on the fun. In today's story, a Choosing Beggar Anti-Vaxx Karen wants her pro-vax husband tailed by a private eye for $12. You know what they say, the Karen is always right. Let's jump right in. Okay, so this just happened a few hours ago and I'm still reeling. I honestly cannot believe that people like this exist. Just wow. Some background information. I'm a private investigator in my state. Well, sort of. In my state, there's two types of PIs. There's a Class C, which is like a full-blown investigator, and then there's me, a Class CC investigator. I'm a PI intern, essentially. I got my certification a few months before I went to college. You need to have 40 hours of training to apply for the license, and after you've gotten it, you need to be sponsored by a Class C licensee. It can also be by other types of licensees approved by the state, but let's not get into that. My boss at the agency, who is a Class C, agreed to sponsor me. I did my certifications and bam, I'm a PA intern. Now you'd think this would be lots of fun, you know. Tons of action, gunfights, finding cheating husbands and wives, etc. But it's actually quite boring. My agency specialized in insurance fraud cases, so we'd be contracted out to follow people around and get proof if they're actually able or unable to work. As an intern, I really wasn't allowed to do solo jobs, and my boss was pretty strict about teaching me the ropes before I even got to do anything on my own. It was really boring. It'd be just me and my boss, who'd supervise, sitting in a car for hours and hours outside of bars, clubs, gyms, houses, hotels, etc., waiting to catch someone with a supposed slip disc do some heavy lifting or something. You couldn't go on your phone or anything because you needed to keep an eye out. Also, forget about bathroom breaks. I've peed more times in a bottle than I'm proud of. Then, after the stakeouts, I'd have to go through hours and hours of video to find the right timestamp of the person doing something they weren't supposed to do. Ugh. I'm cringing thinking about the days I've spent reviewing footage. I was only about 3 months into my job when my boss told me he was shutting down the agency and moving to be with his daughter, who had just had kids and needed an extra pair of hands. He offered to find another sponsor for me and see if we could work something out, but I just sort of shrugged. The job wasn't a great fit anyway, and I'd rather go to college. Cue to now. I'm in college, I have a new job, and I'm still certified as an intern. Now, officially, I'm not supposed to do anything as a CC, but I sometimes pick up some small jobs under the table. Mostly just cheating girlfriend, boyfriend cases and the like. Jobs that don't require more than a week's worth of work, since I'm trying to focus on school. A few weeks back, I had helped out a family friend by tailing her teenage son and getting video of him going to a party and drinking. I know, I'm not cool, but this lady seemed worried and I'm pretty sure she thought her son was robbing banks or something, so the whole underage drinking thing was a lot less worrisome for her. I had given her a tidy discount since she had been around since I was a little kid and she didn't have a lot of money to spare. I told her she just needed to buy me dinner and hand out my card to people and we'd call it even. She was very grateful and even tipped me. Nice, right? Now to the Choosing Beggar. I had gotten a phone call from this family friend who said she had someone who was interested in my services. She gave the person my number and we texted, agreeing to meet for coffee so we could go over what services this person was looking for. I arrived 15 minutes earlier, got myself a coffee, and sat down at a corner table. Soon it was our agreed meeting time and this lady still hadn't shown up. I texted her and she said she was 5 minutes out. Okay, no problem. I'm late sometimes too. But 5 turned to 10, 10 to 20, and the next thing you know, it's been 45 minutes and this lady hasn't shown up. I was about to pack up and cut my losses when this lady bursts in through the door. She looks like a typical Karen, haircut and all. She was also wearing a shirt that said, Pro-Science and Anti-Vaccine. Oh no. I hoped she was wearing it ironically, but when she spotted me and sat down, I was soon proven wrong. We exchanged pleasantries, the lady got herself a coffee and a scone, and we got down to business. Here's the cast. Me, Choosing Beggar. Okay, so family friend said you were interested in private investigation services. What can I do for you? Choosing Beggar pulling out a photo from her purse. I want you to follow my ex-husband around and get proof that he's vaccinating our son. I'm confused, but take the photo anyways and look at it. The guy in the picture looks to be in his mid-30s and has a very impressive mustache. Okay, why would you need this? We're in a custody dispute, and I know he's going to vaccinate our son. I don't want my precious boy to get autism. I need it on video so I can sue for full custody. I was trying hard not to laugh. Okay, sure. I guess I can do that. Let's talk about your budget and see what we can figure out. It's important to note here that I normally don't ask for more details than I need. I don't like getting involved in other people's messes more than I have to, but this was just too weird. I also won't normally take a case like this, but I figured, hey, if she was going to pay, then I'd do it. But family friend said she just bought you dinner. I can do that too. Oh yeah, she did. But she's an old family friend and it was more of a favor than anything. I'd need to get full payment if I was to do this. But I don't have the money. I'll buy you a bagel. How about that? No. I'm sorry. I'm not going to accept that. If you'd like to use my services, I charge $20 an hour plus a non-refundable deposit of $40 that will be subtracted from the total when the job is done. No way! That's way too expensive. I'll just find someone else. Ma'am, most PIs charge anywhere from $40 to $200 per hour. You'd be hard-pressed to find someone to do it for cheaper. If you don't want to pay, you can follow him around and get the video yourself. I can't do that. He'd recognize my car. I'll give you $12. Per hour? What? No! For the whole job. I shook my head. I'm sorry, but I can't do that. This job is going to be anywhere from 8 to 12 hours of work. That won't even pay for the gas I'll need. That's all I have. At this point, I looked down at the drink and scone she got. The total for the large drink and specialty pastry must have been at least $10. Again, I won't do it for that little. It's not worth my time. She pauses for a moment, looking me up and down. Lucky, are you vaccinated? Yes, I am. She slams her hand down on the table. Well, it shows you blank. Shocked Pikachu face. I will give you $12 and nothing more. You should be paying me for even allowing you to do this job for me. I stood up. Oh, hell no, lady. You're crazier than a bag of cats. Lose my number. I then grabbed my bag and cheesed it out of there so fast, I ended up leaving my water bottle behind. Side note, I really liked that water bottle. It was a hydro flask. This lady tried calling me a couple of times when I was driving back to my place, but I blocked her number and sent out a quick text to the family friend to explain what had happened. That was this afternoon, and now it's about 7 in the evening, and I cannot believe that this happened. It was too good to not share on here, but for now, I think I'm going to reconsider taking on under-the-table jobs from now on. Here's an update. My family friend finally got back to me, and I'm just so destroyed. When I confronted her about mentioning how I gave her a highly discounted rate, she basically undersold my skills and abilities. Well, you're a student, not a professional, so you can't charge people that much. I countered that my prices are very reasonable. I won't get into it anymore just because it's so upsetting, but long story short, I'm no longer on speaking terms with this family friend. It sucks because she's been such a large part of my childhood, but I feel as though I can't continue a relationship with someone who belittles me. I know it's for the best to give myself some distance, but that doesn't make it any easier. She just assumed that I would continue working as a favor for her, and it really undervalued my hard work and years of training. As for Choosing Beggar, I actually tracked down her ex as per some recommendations in the comments and told him the situation. After discussing things for the past couple of days, he agreed to pay me my rate to find some material on Choosing Beggar for their case. He's pretty convinced that she's on drugs. The court date is in a couple of months, and that's more than enough time for me to get what I need. So, not only will I not be working for Choosing Beggar, but I'll be helping her ex, who is actually a decent guy, get evidence against her so he can retain custody, and he paid me my full rate, plus a bagel. Nice. Oh yeah, and someone commented that I could call the cafe and ask if they had my water bottle there. They did. Guess who got their hydro flask back? Overall, things are working out all right, but I'm still upset about my family friend. I honestly thought she'd be on my side for that maybe her telling her friend about my free discounted work was just a big misunderstanding, but, well, you know, things happen. It's important to get toxic people out of your life. Life goes on, I'll keep working my case, and we'll see what happens. This has been John from /Bash. Thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed the video and want to see more of them, then please hit the subscribe button. We'd love for you to drop a like and share it with your friends, and we'll see you in the next one.